Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I'm blessed to be joined today by the actor and model, Dan Godfrey. Hey, Dan, how are you?
Not too bad at all. How are you? All right.
I'm doing really good, man. Thanks. Good to see you. Thanks for being with me. And I'm interested in learning about your journey as an artist, Dan. But first, I'd like to tune into some of your commercial acting if I could. Sound good?
Of course, yeah, no worries at all. Let's have a
All
little
right.
look.
Dynamite. Okay, let's tune in then to some of the commercial acting performing from Dan Godfrey.
Everybody knows that I've royally messed up and I've hurt her, which is something that I never wanted to do. Every single day I feel closer to you. So the girl that I'd like to couple up with is Jessie.
You, what do we need to know?
That it will take longer to get my email confirmation and order number.
What else do I need to know?
Items in my basket won't be reserved.
No, they won't.
Today I'm gonna cook my sticky Korean pepperami chicken bites. I need to stop beating these, I need to go in the pot, but
Winner, winner! Well done on your dish.
do you believe in love at first bite?
So real that you forget you're not there in person. Logitech and Google Workspace, video collaboration tools for the hybrid workforce.
Dan, nice work, man. Great to share your work with our audience and looking forward to learning about you. Where are you from and how'd you get involved in acting?
So we're from Somerset in England. Well, Devonshire originally. Not that anyone across the world will even know where those places are. But I kind of got into it. What's that? Sorry.
They sound cool though, Devonshire.
They sound cool. Yeah, there's not really a lot going on here.
You say it anyway.
I'm moving to the big city of London soon, which everyone knows as England. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's always like, "Oh, are you from London then? If you're from England?" It's like, not really, but I mean, it's close enough. But no, I kind of got into it by accident, to be honest. When I was growing up, I just loved watching films. I say like Ace Ventura and like Jim Carrey, like that. That was the one thing that I got into a lot of trouble at school copying, because I didn't actually realize a lot of the rude stuff that he was doing. I was just like, that's funny, I'm going to do that in school, when I was getting like sent home from school and stuff. So I always wanted to be an actor when I was a kid, and then I got into it like accidentally. I was in sales for about 11 years, and then during the first lockdown, my ex-girlfriend basically arranged like a modeling shoot for herself, and I was like, I'll give you a lift there, make sure the dude's not creepy, you know, and all that. So I was there with her. She's getting her photos taken. I'm just chilling in the car, and then he said, "Oh, do you mind if we use the car?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool, no worries." And I was like, "Do you fancy just getting a few little shots of me, like just, you know, doing like a Vin Diesel in the car, like trying to be cool for the gram?" And he was like, "Yeah, to be fair, like he took the photo, showed me, and he was like, you could probably get, you know, some modeling work. Like, why don't you go on like a couple of sites and start applying?" And so yeah, I did that. Got a couple of like adverts real quick for a couple of like big companies, and then just from like meeting other actors and like asking them, you know, what sites they're on and basically how they get work, I just started getting like feature films and TV commercials and loads of stuff. So I kind of went from like nothing at all to, you know, within a year I'd done like multiple lead roles in feature films and music videos and, you know, all this stuff. So yeah, it's kind of crazy because I'd gone back to basically knocking on people's doors and selling them windows, which they've already got, but I was like, these are a little bit better. So very long-winded answer to your question, but
Listen, I like to answer because, you know, you're the accidental actor, okay? And what happened? And pretty much you got drawn into it and then found out, hey man, you've got, you know, the chops for it, you know what I mean? You've got the mentality for it, you've got the look, and you know, you're talented. And so at any rate, it's great that you cultivated that and now actually reaping some of the rewards of showing up, sticking your chin out there, man, and seeing what sticks, you know? And so I really appreciate that. And I think it's a real organic way that you got into the business. I mean, I think Harrison Ford was basically working on the set when they decided to bring him into work, and you've seen his illustrious acting career. So let me ask this question related to actors in general. You know, were there some of them? I mean, you mentioned Ace Ventura, which I love Jim Carrey, especially in his early days, In Living Color, and what an expressive comedian actor. his range is actually brilliant. He's a beautiful actor, you know what I mean? A serious actor as well as comedian. But how about others among the acting realm that you may have inspired you?
So I think like my main like idol as an actor now is Tom Hardy. I just think because the range of accents he does and how spot on, like I'm quite good at accents, but I mean, there's certain like places in America you know, I can't quite hit yet exactly, but just his vocal range is crazy. He can play such a diverse array of different characters. He's obviously quite badass as well, like he does Brazilian jiu-jitsu, so respect that. Respect that, Tom. But no, other than that, I just think any of the great actors, like I've really studied, you know, how they work their craft, you know, like when I'm watching a film, I'll kind of stick to one actor, and if it's a wide shot, I'll be looking at their reaction instead of looking at the other person who's speaking. But you know, like Morgan Freeman, Daniel Day-Lewis, you know, just all of the great actors. I could list like 20 or 30, but I mean, you know, there's so many great actors out there, and yeah, just aspire to be like my main man Tom at some point in the future. So fingers crossed.
I'm sure he'd be glad to hear that, you know, as well, because I agree with you. I mean, that guy he's awesome. You know what I mean? And he comes across as just this strong, you know, forceful kind of. But then also he can have that sensitive side too, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about as far as range, you know, is to have all that emotional spectrum and be able to, you know, basically step into a character and become that character. So it really brings the writing to life when an actor is truly proficient in his craft. So I'm really glad that you're involved in it. It's really cool, Dan. How about this? What are you working on right now? What's coming up?
So recently I've been doing quite a lot of short films, which originally I didn't want to do because they don't necessarily help you to get onto the main like acting platform in the UK, which is Spotlight. So I was kind of a bit like, no, I'll just, you know, take my lead roles in feature films, acting like I was big time already. But no, I just
strategy, but yeah.
I was just getting so many adverts and stuff and like thinking, well, you know, it's all acting, so it's all good. But then I kind of thought, well, it's great doing commercials, but standing there holding something, smiling, isn't actually going to get me to where I want to be in terms of my performance. And if something big does come along, then I'm going to be thrown into it and kind of be a little bit, you know, rusty. So yeah, lots of like short films. I've been doing student films. I've got a feature film coming up in, I think, 10 days. So that'll be my fourth feature film that I've been in now, which will be on like Amazon Prime, DVD. Yeah, so other than that, I've got like a couple of TV adverts coming up in a couple of months, a music video soon. So yeah, it's been busy like the last year, really, like even through lockdowns. And luckily it's remaining so. And I'm just hoping that obviously once I can get on Spotlight, actually get a, you know, so-called proper acting agent, then you know, the jobs will actually start rolling in and I can, you know, move away from the kind of modeling type stuff, which currently just is there to really pay the bills, and, you know, actually pursue my passion of, you know, acting in, you know, larger films.
Yeah, and listen, and that's brilliant. Now, let me ask this question, Dan. You're going to London, which is going to be great for your career, okay, as well as, you know, your life in general, I think, is going to expand. But is there, for example, if you were an LA actor, you would be trying to get your Screen Actors Guild card. You've been trying to get roles in which you have speaking parts. And, you know, is there a similar thing? Are you also trying to get into SAG from a larger perspective? Or is there a London-based similar type of acting organization that inspires actors to become authenticated?
There's the main one is Spotlight. So Spotlight, if you're under 25, you can get an acting agent, and basically they can put you on Spotlight. You pay the fee, and you're out there. You can be basically put forward for any jobs that are available. Because I started late in the day, and I started, I was 27 when I started, I missed out on that. So you have to basically get 4 official speaking credits on either TV, film. If it's a short film, it's got to be kind of very, very recognized and being shown at like lots of different festivals and like basically kind of win some kind of award. Hence why I was sticking to mainly the feature films. So yeah, Spotlight is really the main one. And then also there's equity, which is more, I think it's more kind of like it's kind of a group to basically make sure that you're, you know your rights and you're getting paid the right money. And it just kind of also, like you say, authenticates you a little bit more into the industry.
For people in the industry, it sounds like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And listen, and it provides that guidance. So I think that's cool, man. And it's great for me to be educated about it. And also for any of our viewers who are aspiring, you know what I mean, out there in the UK or elsewhere in Europe. And looking forward to following your progress, Dan, because I assume that you use your social media channels to keep updated and to post your work, yeah?
I do indeed, yeah. I'm very hit and miss with social media. I'm like, 1 minute I'll be like, nah, can't be wasting my time with that. And then next thing you know, I'm like, got like a hour-long story and people are probably like, who's this guy posting all of his adverts and stuff, you know?
Some of them might be, but that's not your audience. There's others going, yeah, I want to hear it, man.
Yeah.
So at any rate, listen, I appreciate it. And what we're going to do is we're going to follow your progress as well, Dan, by posting your links below our interview today. And also we're looking forward to you being on the FENIX360 app, so people can connect with you there as well. So listen, man, everyone tune in there to those social media channels and look for Dan Godfrey up on FENIX360. And thank you for being with me, brother.
Thank you very much for your time. Cheers. Have a good one.
Cheers, mate. Enjoy. Cheers. Have a good move. Have fun out there in London, man.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Right. Bye-bye.
You should always eat on a first date, even though it's awkward to eat. It's always good just to separate out the ones who like just going to start smashing chicken nuggets in their face. I've taken people for a cocktail before and they start dancing around like Beyonce.
To make me feel like I'm a baddie. I like the fire bringing out of me. Baby, something about it.
Prepares and checks every single car.
My PA rang ahead. Should have 3 of us on the guest list.
Okay. Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Made it. Cause everybody's saying there's a game that you've been playing. The truth is getting way too loud.
Given single-use plastic, the finger.
Some truly guilt-free relief for my ring sting Patsy.
The carpenter. Eating set to toasty. For this lot, life's a beach.
Stick the dog on the treadmill. Watching the game, Ab.